I would describe the cab in one word as
Pride.
Passion. Home away from home.
Circus.
Playpen. Is that one word? Is that hyphenated? Shit show!
Exuberant.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Energetic.
freedom.
Immediate.
Home.
Basement.
Tremendous fun.
Experimentation.
Spontaneous.
Opportunity.
Breath.
Edgy.
Unpredictable.
Pterodactyl.
Okay, give me a second. Actually, give me a second to think about this. No? Okay.
All-consuming.
Variable.
Magical.
Bold.
Sweet. Actually, the first word that came to mind was fun.
Madness.
Home. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a nice one, isn't it?
What did I do at the cab? What have I not done at the cab?
I have lit shows and I have danced and acted.
I'm the chair of the board of the Cabaret. I'm very proud to be.
Yay! I have acted in a lot of plays. I have dishwashed after acting in those plays.
I've directed, written, devised, performed.
When I was a student here, I was the technical director back in the 70s.
Then I played a cowboy in high heels.
And I directed and acted in Mystery Date because I couldn't find somebody to play the role I ended up playing.
I was an actor, although they also make you build a lot of stuff. Yeah? They're gonna do that to you.
For 2 of the 3 years that I was in drama school, I was an artistic director of the Cabaret, so I was there a whole lot.
In the show, I played a fish woman, and I was in a barrel of water, like, all the way for most of the show, and then I ate this fish, and the fish would, like, fall into the water.
I was in the men's chorus of a production of The Mikado, so I was a gentleman of Japan.
And then I did a play called Look Up, I don't know what it's called.
Speak nicely, look up, and don't twiddle your thumbs a lot. I forget what it's called.
And it was awesome. And I played a rabbit.
I've done 7 productions at the Cab.
I production managed for a couple of 24 shows.
I've done like 25 plus shows at the Cabaret.
I think I just finished my 15th show at the Cabaret.
I've done a little bit of everything. I've done some acting, I've done some stage management, I've done some dramaturgy, which is actually what I'm at school to do.
I lit the stove once.
What's one of your favorite cab memories?
Besides beers at the production meeting?
When Jean and I had to graffiti the whole cabaret.
Doing no less than 20 costume changes for a 15-minute show for Dustin Will's The Fatal Eggs.
God. Oh, watching James Bundy come in and like pretend to be a stripper. That was pretty dope.
Drag show for sure.
Well, drag show is up there for sure.
The Yale School of Drag every year was the biggest and best party.
I really like Strike.
Pretty much every time we do a strike, and we just have strike beer after a show and unwind with the experience of whatever that show was.
Clutch Your Amplified Heart and Pretend. Oh my God, that show changed me. It changed my DNA.
I loved Beth Dimkova's show with their these weird characters. I loved them. It would be my first YC night of the defendant, and during the scene I broke and the entire place erupted in laughter. It was pretty awesome.
You're so funny.
YSD night of Cab 1 of my directorial debut, which was something I also co-wrote. You know, it was really special. It was really just a piece of our heart that we were able to present to the community, and there's just nothing like the first time you do that in your first YSD night.
Late night YSD shows usually are the funnest, where everyone laughs really hard, or cries, or falls asleep.
The cab is important
Because it is the one opportunity that we have a chance to do things that we want to do.
It's not an assignment, it's not an obligation. Everybody is there at 3 a.m. because they want to be.
I think the cabaret, in many ways, remains the students' greatest contributions to themselves, right? They went and they basically wrestled Bob Brustein to the ground, and they insisted that he give them their own space.
Because I feel like it's the place where I was able to find my creative voice. It was a completely safe and respected place to fail.
And we also know that it's the place where some of the most extraordinary memories are made. When we go back to alums going back over decades, the stories they tell are stories of the cabaret.
It's just a lot of love and a lot of sweat and like a lot of bad ideas that go into it, and I think that's probably the most amazing thing about it.
I think it is still one of the defining features of this school because everybody learns how to work in a crazy, tiny space with no money and no time, and that is really what theater's about.
The cab is where we get to do what we want to do without any supervision, so I think it's one of my favorite places to see what my friends are up to.
And for me, there's a real sense of continuity, and I think everyone who works there understands that they're part of this whole history and lineage, and that it's something that, among the many things that bind together everyone who's ever been at the School of Drama, the cabaret is one of those strongest bonds that we all have.
I feel like the cab is the reason why, not the reason why we came to Yale, but the reason why we do theater.
That some of the best work gets done here. You're forced to make work with the resources that you have, and the results are extraordinary.
There's no other place where you get a slot, they give you a budget, you get to work with some of the coolest people in the world, which happen to be your colleagues and co-students here, and you get to make a show.